The Young and the Restless. Spoilers. Preview. WEC and next week. June 29 to the 3rd of July 2026. Oh my God, besties. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, a genuinely beautiful day outside, but inside my mind, it is a Category 5 hurricane. Grab your iced lattes, sit down, and buckle up, because we are diving straight into the absolute madness of Genoa City right now without a single second to waste. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally filming this while I am running errands, walking through the grocery store aisles, looking like an absolute lunatic because I just had to jump on here and vent. Wait, we need to talk about this now. I was mid-skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug when I saw what just went down, and I literally had to yeet my phone across the room. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. We are not just watching this show anymore. We are invested. I am personally offended, totally spiraling, and physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of these people. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Okay, let me set the scene, because the vibes were genuinely so chaotic. We are at the Genoa City Athletic Club, right? The lighting in the GCAC is always giving that weird, dim, we are hiding secrets aesthetic, which is honestly so unhinged. But anyway, Billy Abbott and Kane Ashby are sitting at the bar. Bestie, be for real right now. Seeing these two in the same breathing space is already a recipe for a total dumpster fire. They are sitting there, looking all confused because they both got this super cryptic, weird text message about Jill Abbott. Billy is straight up panicking, thinking one of Jill's colleagues is in town to give them some grim health update. He is spiraling. Kane is just sitting there looking like a smug catalog model, and the tension is literally suffocating. And then, out of nowhere, Jill Abbott herself materializes. I am perfectly capable of delivering that news myself. I am literally shaking. The boss energy, the power, Jill strutting up to them and shutting down their little pity party before it even started, is basically my new religion. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on, Jill sits down with him, and she drops the most insane, world-ending tea ever. She casually announces that Chancellor is back in Lily Winter's hands, and looking dead at Kane, she says, "And you are running it?" I screamed. I genuinely screamed into a pillow. Billy's face, a cinematic masterpiece of pure, unfiltered jealousy and rage. He tries to play it cool, pretending he didn't already know, but you can see the vein popping out of his forehead. Billy immediately gets hot and starts throwing an absolute tantrum. He is going off on how Kane constantly gets a free pass. He literally points out that Kane is a serial fraudster, but somehow gets handed the keys to the Chancellor Kingdom. And don't even get me started on the vibes. Billy is basically foaming at the mouth, accusing Jill of bringing this up just to poke the bear and rub it in his face. Jill, being the absolute queen of unbothered behavior, just tells him to congratulate Kane. But Billy? Oh no. Billy cannot let anyone else have the spotlight for 5 seconds. He does this massive pivot and says, well, I'm fine with it because I have my own good news. He puffs out his chest and drops a nuclear bomb. Sally and I are getting married, and we are having a baby. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Billy and Sally, a baby. I am hyperventilating, knowing everything Sally has been going through, knowing the absolute trauma and the history with Adam and the baby she lost. Hearing Billy casually weaponize this pregnancy and engagement to win a measuring contest with Kane at the GCAC bar makes me so unwell. Kane, playing the role of the perfect gentleman, actually congratulates him. Jill, looking like she is trying to solve a complex math problem in her head, asks Billy if this is really what he wants. Billy defends it, saying Sally is good for him and the baby will bring joy to their lives. Jill says she is happy for them, but you can genuinely tell she is terrified for this unborn child and this chaotic relationship. But does Billy stop there and enjoy his happy moment? Absolutely not. He immediately circles back to whining about Kane. He is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. Billy brings up the fact that Kane created an AI program and stole Newman Enterprises. He is dragging Kane's entire criminal history through the mud right there in the GCAC. Kane just sits there completely unbothered and says, I'm a different person now. Sure, January, Billy says he has heard that a million times, and they start bickering like toddlers until Jill literally has to throw her hands up and tell them to stop. And then Billy, looking like a wounded puppy, demands that Jill look him in the eye and tell him why he is not good enough to run Chancellor, saying it is the only way he can move on. The inferiority complex is jumping out. You guys, it is giving major, I cannot even, energy. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Victor Newman is somewhere in the background reflecting on his past with his estranged wife, Nikki, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because Victor reflecting on anything usually means someone is about to get destroyed. Anyway, let's teleport over to Crimson Lights, because the aesthetic shift from the dark GCAC to the bright, overly caffeinated coffee shop is giving me whiplash. Claire, Nick Newman, and Victoria Newman are sitting there looking like they haven't slept since 2012. They are taking a desperately needed break from the hospital. The pastry case in the background looks so good. By the way, I saw a blueberry muffin that literally distracted me for a solid 10 seconds. Anyway, focus. Sharon Newman and Noah Newman walk in, and the whole group convenes on the patio. Victoria starts updating them on Nikki's condition. You guys, Nikki has lost her vision. I am genuinely sobbing. After the blinding headaches, after Victor literally drugged her and manipulated her into signing away her Newman Enterprises shares, Nikki is now blind. Noah asked the question we are all screaming at our screens. When is Nikki going to get her vision back? Nick looks completely defeated. He tells Noah that it could be days, it could be weeks, or it could be never. There are zero guarantees. I am physically sick to my stomach. Victor is out there looting her estate while she is lying in a hospital bed unable to see. The villain arc is about to go nuclear. I am calling it right now. Victoria decides she cannot handle the coffee shop small talk anymore and heads back to the hospital, probably to glare at Victor and try to figure out what he has done to their mother. While they are all sitting there, drowning in misery, Holden Novak walks up to the patio. Claire, being the absolute sweetest angel on this show, looks at Holden and tells him that they all owe his mother, Stephanie, a whole lot. Nick and Victoria completely agree. It is such a weird, heavy moment of gratitude mixed with absolute tragedy. Holden is just standing there, probably so overwhelmed by the Newman family drama, but it was a genuinely touching moment. Right after Victoria leaves, Nick pulls out his phone and calls Adam Newman to give him the grim update on their mother. I can only imagine Adam's reaction. The entire Newman family is crumbling. Billy is spiraling over Kane while using Sally's pregnancy as a shield. Jill is exhausted by all the men in her life, and I am sitting here clutching my chest because I cannot handle the gravity of these events. My grip on reality is slipping. This show is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. We need to form a prayer circle for Nikki's eyesight and Sally's sanity immediately. I am logging off before my blood pressure spikes any higher. Bye.